Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 60. Oh, there's a comment here that she's responding to. Let me see. You couldn't comprehend why all of this happened. You need better friends because you wouldn't have married him if I were your friend. Girl, he showed you who he was just a couple weeks in. We gotta use our brains. Maybe that's what I've been saying. The man has been showing who he was from the very beginning they started dating. But because she was looking for love and she found love in the wrong place, not even love, she found what looks like love and she latched onto it and didn't want to let go, if we're being honest. And yeah, I've not heard her. She has mentioned two best friends and they are not together with her. I don't know if she doesn't tell them what happens with her or something. But it's as if everybody knows what's happening, but they just want to allow her have her moment. I don't know why. And I agree with what this person said. No, we women, we should learn to tell ourselves the truth too. But let me hear what she says to this person.
How I married a man that didn't exist. So I knew at some point I was going to start getting wild comments under my videos. For anyone who's leaving shit like this, I just want to say I'm so happy for you that you have been so blessed not to experience abuse, not to experience manipulation, control, gaslighting, and someone literally programming you to think and act a certain way.
Let's be honest. It's not everybody you can program. It's not everybody you can gaslight. There's a way you love yourself. You are quick to detect when somebody is, taking you for granted. There's a way you see. I will keep saying this into tomorrow. If you regard yourself and you place yourself at a certain level, you will not allow some people to come into your circle to come and even do anything. Come on. Say he's wild coming. Oh, Metua is wild, but the person was just being honest and truthful. But we women, we don't like hearing the truth. That's just our problem.
If you haven't been through it, you can't speak on it. My friends are the absolute best. My friends did bring some concerns to me, but they were there to support me. And at the end of the day, I am a grown-ass woman and made my own decisions.
You see? Did I say it? There are some friends that they know they cannot tell you the truth. If they tell you the truth, you will not listen to them. I guess she's that kind of person. Said her friends did bring. So she didn't regard them. So I'm a grown-ass. As I am like this, I have friends. I surround myself with friends that can call me out on any rubbish I start doing. They will tell me, oh, you are wrong, you're doing this. It's not right. And once my friends call me to order, I listen to it because I purposely put them in my life for a reason. Do you get? I don't do friends with OES members, people that will allow me to do whatever because I'm an adult. No, I don't do friends with people like that.
And if anybody who's been watching this series knows, I am completely transparent, completely open and honest about the missteps that I made and about the red flags that I ignored. So it is wild to me that you guys can sit in some comments and really just pass judgment when I have been completely honest the entire time about how naive I thought I was.
Is it judgment when somebody say, oh boy, you should have? Is it judgment when the person is telling you agree that, oh, you were naive? So the person is just say, for that statement she made, oh, she cannot comprehend how all this happened. That's what the person is alluding to. You say you cannot comprehend. Come on. When everything was staring at you in the face, how can you say you cannot comprehend it? So the person was responding to a comment that she made. So I'm going by you are saying, oh, you missed some red flags. You are still saying what the person said. A bit indifferent.
That doesn't take away from the fact that this man abused me. I want everybody to stop and go look up the definition of domestic violence. Furthermore, besties, if you don't want to listen to my story, if it infuriates you so much, you're free to keep scrolling. Let's get into it. Between December 31st and January 2nd, I got a series of calls from Rob. He called from different numbers since I had him blocked. At first, I wasn't answering. Then this same number called me like 3 times back to back. I did eventually answer, thinking somebody's trying to get in touch with me. Something's wrong. At first, he asked for my Disney Plus information. I didn't give it to him. Boy, fuck you. You are not about to experience any joy on my watch. Please. So he claimed he was checking in, seeing how I was doing. This was a tactic to try to rope me back in. It didn't work. I told him we were never getting back together. January 2nd, he called to talk to me about the oldest girl. Something had been going on with her. It's crazy that he decided he wanted to care now. So we got into yet another conversation about everything, and he told me I should be over it because it had been months already. I told him that he had destroyed me, that I had been diagnosed with PTSD. I didn't want him back, but I wanted him to know what he had done to me. I wanted some sort of accountability. I know that in this moment, I shouldn't have indulged him. I shouldn't have given him any inkling of just truly how badly he had broken me and how bad I was. I struggled for a very long time with the thought that I needed to hold him accountable, that somehow if he knew just how bad he had done me and hurt me, that it would open his eyes and he'd be like, wow, like I really did that. Even to this day, that day has never come, and I'll get into more of that as this story goes along. I'm telling this story literally up into today. Like, I am going through it all. But I felt like...
Okay, now I don't understand the fact that up until this time she's telling this story, she was still expecting something from a man like that. Does it make sense? How can a man like that? How can you expect any form of responsibility from him? Come on.
he had committed a murder and gotten away with it. Like, truly. So I asked him once again just to admit everything so he could please release me. I felt like, even though I knew, I felt until I had a confession that I was trapped. Like, I felt like I was behind his bars that he had set up for me this entire time. He continued denying everything. Well, besties, I pulled the Carfax out on his ass. So I told him every single thing I knew about Amber, down to reciting her address to him by heart, right there on the phone with him. He admitted it. He had no choice. He was trapped. He said, okay, but we didn't sleep together right away. I called bullshit immediately. He had then admitted they had been together all along. You're not abandoning your wife and your children 2 weeks after your wedding to go lay up with a bitch in a bed that you're not sleeping with her in. You're just not. And at this point, I know what kind of foul man you are. And I don't doubt that you had already somehow went to see her and slept with her before we got married. 2 weeks is a crazy fast amount of time. We know that because I jumped in with this man in 2 weeks. I was enamored with this man in 2 weeks. Once again, taking accountability for the fact that I moved too fast. To reference our friend up here. You don't just randomly decide to go on a whim. Maybe he does because he's unhinged. But this had been in the works. They had been in communication. I am speculating before we got married. I wonder what he told her he was doing the day we got married. I don't remember what I said after that or how I reacted, honestly. I don't know if I felt a sense of relief. I don't know if I felt a sense of devastation. I don't remember, and I don't have any screenshots or texts to reference that. I texted Emily, and I told her he finally did it. He finally admitted it. Her response? Wow. Well, we both kind of knew it anyway, but I'm glad he admitted it to you. How do you...
Let me know, like, Chastity is annoying me. She has been annoying me. Why are you still testing Emily? Come on, guys, what is happening? Why is she still testing Emily? Is there anything Emily is doing to her that we are not aware of? Because from what she's saying, she's loved by her parents. So if it been that, oh, she's coming from a household where there's no love, it would have been different. But you've been telling us that, oh, your dad loves you, your mom loves you. So, oh, let me stop talking.
feel now? This whole time I had been coming to Emily and asking her, please just tell me, I know you know. Is he with her? What's going on? I don't know anything, but I'll promise I'll find out. And now all of a sudden that I found out the truth, you hit me with, wow, we both kind of knew anyway. Did we? Did we? January 2nd, later in the day, Emily tells me to call because she wants to talk to me about something. I give her a call. She says Rob wants to come back to the house. I had found out that Amber was getting evicted from her house, and I think the storyline was the landlord found out that Rob was there, and I'm sure there's some other things that happened, because I don't feel like that is eviction worthy, but some people are strict. I don't fucking know. They might have been wilding out up there. I told her if his ass comes back, I would leave. He's like a damn parasite. So she said he wanted to come grab his stuff and to see the girls, and I told her no. This was my house too, and I was uncomfortable with this. If he wants to grab some shit and see the girls, you better pack his shit up like the packing service he thought I was, load that bitch up in the car and take the girls to the park to see him. Not in my house. There apparently were talks of him going back to that 1-year sobriety program, and I knew this all revolved around him no longer having a place to stay. I protested. Emily's response, I just worry about him. So I continued to protest hard. I told her this was a trap, that if he came, he would definitely not be leaving, and he wouldn't be going to any program. Then we were going to be back in the misery and anxiety that we lived in for months. It was hell for months. She said, just saying, we give him 1 week and that's it. That's enough time to get into the program. And at this point, it was a week before he would be coming to the house anyway. And I told her, I said, well, if it's only going to be a week, he has a fucking week now. Tell him to get on his shit. He could be in this shit by next weekend. Emily never stood on her word. And I knew now wouldn't be any different. I told her what happens when a week passes by and nothing changes, that I know that she would not put him out on the street. So she said she was going to tell him he had 1 week only, and that if he didn't go to the program that he would have to find somewhere else to go. Of course I knew that wasn't true. Emily was soft, she had no backbone, and she was always all bark and no bite. This was a quality I saw in her from the beginning, because I saw her lay into him and seemingly hold him accountable, which is what made me trust her in a lot of ways. As time went on, it was revealed that these were empty threats. So she would always, like, I'm telling you, she would cuss his ass out, like, really for real. And, I mean, she would say some stuff to her to try to get his ass in check, and I'm like, damn, mama ain't playing no games. Mama was playing all the games. She had all the games. Because she would back down and she would not follow through. And I am not the pot calling the kettle black, because I did this too. I'm saying this is why I trusted her in the beginning, because I thought she had been holding him accountable. Especially when she came out and told me the truth about his lies in video 2 or 3 or whenever it was. I told her if she allows him there, I was going to have to find a place to stay for that time. And I told her he destroyed me, and being around him wasn't an option. I was standing on my boundaries. Let's get into the next part.
I don't even care. I don't think Emily actually cares if she leaves, because let's be honest, she will pick her son over Chastity any day, anytime. And that's what she's been doing. She has been picking her son over her. That's why she's been trying to persuade her to start dating, so that, her mind will be off the son, off her son, so that her son can have, time and opportunity to do all the shitty things she's been doing, so that, Chastity will not come crying on her shoulder. Let's be honest. See you guys in the next part.